Hey everybody, Jim Edwards here. Welcome back to the Sales Copywriting and Content Marketing Hacks podcast. I'm your host, along with my trusty co-host, Mr. Stu Smith. Welcome, Stu.
Thank you, Jim.
Today is episode 161. We're having fun at 161. Stu, we just
Yes.
got done with a rollicking Jim and Stu show live on the Facebooks and other social medias, as well as people being able to join us live at jimandstewshow.com. Stu, what are
Yes.
we talking about today?
Well, podcast 161, let's talk a little bit about brand awareness, right?
Okay.
Are your logos, headlines, title pages, and even your elevator speech working for you?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Can people understand, what you do and who you are quickly, whether it is they see something or they hear something,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I was just thinking maybe we can discuss some good ideas on branding that are simple by design, but highly effective. And then maybe even if there is such thing, is there a wizard that can help you explain your brand better,
Okay.
perhaps?
So I can answer that. That first question is, well, let me give my opinion on branding. There's different thoughts on branding. And branding in the traditional sense, branding is where you have like a brand and people identify with the brand and you spend all this money building your brand awareness, and it's basically a big giant goat rodeo as far as actually making you any money. So traditional branding, in my mind, is a waste of time and money. As far as what we do in the real world of actually selling stuff and doing things that matter and translate into money that buys gas and house payments and groceries and puts kids through college or graduate school, um, brand is more about, in my opinion, your identity. Most of us are individuals. We're the attractive character of our business, or that's what the majority of the people who are paying attention to us here are, their own attractive character. So in a lot of cases, I think if you're just talking about your brand, it's who are you? What are you? Who are you in the minds and in the eyes of your ideal customer? That's your brand. As far as that with your logo or your website and stuff, I think the important thing is that the your logo and your website and all that stuff reinforces who you are. So, you know, it can do that just as long as it's professional and it just makes sense. Like if you look at the video here, if you're looking at the video version, you see the logo for, the Jim Edwards method right there. Now, if that had flowers and peace signs and all kinds of hippie stuff on it, that wouldn't be that wouldn't be me. It would make no sense for Jim Edwards. It's high speed, low drag, cool kind of thing. No nonsense, get down to it, because that's who I am. So, and also you would never catch me dead taking pictures in like a suit and tie. I think I own one suit and tie, and it's got to be 10, 12 years old. It's got 4 buttons on it or something. Um, so, I think if you want to spend a bunch of time and energy on branding, you're just pissing money away, in my opinion. Just look professional. What do your thoughts do?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that what I have tried to do is to create a name
Hmm.
for myself
Okay.
and an identity, that people could definitely understand, like, oh, Stu Smith Fitness, he's the guy that's going to help you crush a PT test and get through training.
Right. I think the other thing is consistency. What you just said there, you have a consistent message across everything you do. You don't talk about, like, your main core thing is fitness. But it's not just fitness, it's tactical fitness. So if you look at tactical fitness, if you thought about, if this is like the sun, if this is the center of the universe, all right, what would make sense to have kind of some stuff in orbit around? So like SWAT workouts, SEAL workouts, FBI workouts, Army Ranger, Special Forces workouts, all of those things, getting the whole thing of your, to, through, and after podcast, mental toughness, all that makes sense for you to be talking about, especially when your story makes all of this stuff makes perfect sense.
Yes.
If you were some little Poindexter dude with asthma, as they say, who'd never run, never lifted weights, and you're like, hey, I think this is a great thing. Let me go out and I'll find all this public domain material on how to do PT tests and stuff. Like you see people do. Well, they'll get army manuals and stuff, and they'll publish them because they're in the public domain. But your story, your experience, and the results that you know how to create for people, this is your identity. This is your attractive character, all of it. So the area that you choose to intersect that with tactical fitness, that creates the consistency. So now there's other stuff that we've done together. We did the Media Marketing Academy and stuff we've done in business. It makes sense because of the business that you're in. So there's two parts. There's the what I'm selling and the how I'm selling it. So you wear the hat of, hi, I'm the tactical fitness guy, or you're wearing the hat of, hey, I've got a really nice business that everybody is very jealous of, and I do it in the realm of tactical fitness. So this is what I'm selling. This is how I'm selling it. So again, that's part of your experience, your results, your story, but in a different thing. So if you want to talk about e-com and all that stuff over here, that intersects.
Sure.
But that's a different identity. It's like it's an alter ego type thing, which still makes you cool over there because because here's the thing: a lot of people who are in the e-com space have only ever just sold e-com stuff. That's why I make people real clear. I sold real estate stuff, mortgage stuff, typing tutorials, dog training. I mean, I cut my teeth in a whole bunch of stuff before it was like, look, I need to help you guys really unscrew yourselves here as far as sales copy and content marketing and other stuff. Real estate, I was a huge real estate investor for years. But that's all about the story, experience, and the results you know how to do. And then where does all this intersect with the market? So that's what the brand is.
Yep.
That's where the identity comes from. That's where all that stuff is critically important. And most people are trying to brand themselves for something they've never done, or they're branding themselves the wrong way about the wrong thing, or they never think through all this stuff. And the ultimate brand is where your story, your experience, your results, your education, I guess would be one more in here, where all this stuff collides and just makes perfect sense, is right here. Where all this stuff comes together. That's your brand. And you need to be able to express all of that in one sentence, if you can. That's the thing. There's a holy crap. That makes perfect sense. And that's why we have the what I do in one sentence wizard that makes it really easy for you to be able to do that. So anyway, that was me at the board. That's a whole lot of circles. I feel almost like we're pitching an MLM. Stu, let me tell you, this is how, and through the magic of dynamic compression, we bring the BV down level by level. So if these don't perform, all the profits will flow through to you. All you have to, sorry, I couldn't help myself.
That hurts.
MLM, the gateway drug to entrepreneurship for most people.
Yeah.
Anyway. So there you go. Did you want to take a quick look at the at the what I do in one sentence wizard?
Yeah, while you're dialing that up, I will also add in there that I think where a lot of people confuse branding is instead of focusing and incorporating all of that, they think it's just simply a logo.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, and they'll spend a lot of time and money on building this logo that, you know, in the end it doesn't really matter unless you're selling millions of shirts with a cool logo on it.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like the logo, a cool logo or a cool anything is to help the people who already know you, like you, and trust you to kind of peg on to the something. Nobody has loyalty to a logo unless you want to spend billions of dollars and stuff and doing all this stuff. They have loyal in our world, they have loyalty to a person. And then that logo, that slogan, that hashtag that's associated with that person then has value, then has meaning.
yeah, it's
But
kind of like my
doesn't
T-shirt. Can you see that?
Dock Street Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
Is that a place they won't call the cops when you're passed out underneath a table or something? Or?
Well, it's actually a family bar, so my money's no good there. And
whose family? Can I be in that family?
It's
free.
My wife's brother owns it.
Oh, cool.
So he sells a lot of merchandise because, you know, people love his bar, right? And it's just upside down fish drinking. Kind of a cool logo. People know it as Dock Street Bar and Grill in Annapolis. So
nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know your brother-in-law owned a bar.
Yeah.
Huh.
Guys got to come up.
There you go. They don't drink, so it'd be easy for me to come there. Okay, so
food.
Let's do the what I do in one sentence hook wizard. Let's do a little demo. And this is like falling down. Yeah, it's like nice plug there, Stu. Yeah, it's located at, blah, 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 blah. Mention my name on Fridays and you'll get 2 for 1 drinks.
Dock Street. It's on Dock Street.
That's too easy.
Right on the water.
There you go. Nice.
Good stuff. Yeah.
I have to come up there and harass you. So this is what I do in one sentence hook wizard over inside of Easy Online Wizards inside of the Jim Edwards method. And this just makes it really easy to come up with in one sentence what the heck you do in a way that makes people go, dang, let me pay attention to this. So, hey, look here, we got a Stu Smith example for tactical athletes. Let's load that one. So we're going to click build, and then it helps you come up with stuff. I help military, law enforcement, and firefighter candidates just like you struggle with tactical fitness to get to and through intense tactical assessment and selection programs without failing to qualify for your chosen profession. I don't like that last part, but
yeah, without even thinking about quitting.
My ebooks and online tactical fitness. I help military, law enforcement, and firefighter candidates get to and through intense tactical assessment and selection programs in 2 weeks. Ooh, that's that might be a little.
Yeah, little quick.
I help military, law enforcement, firefighter candidates just like you struggle with tactical fitness to qualify for service in their chosen tactical profession with my books, ebooks, and online coaching. That's pretty good. What's the one that we ran through this and you actually used this? What is the one that you oh, look at this. Okay, what's the one that you use now?
Okay, so the day you did this with me, I was, as soon as we got off of the podcast, I went and just changed, my front pages on my website, and it's now right underneath my Stu Smith Fitness logo, it says,
Well,
I
let's
help.
go there. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Stu, I want to show everybody. It's like
StuSmithFitness.com.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. I help struggling military, special ops, law enforcement, and firefighter candidates get to and through intense tactical selection programs using my books, ebooks, and online coaching. You will qualify for service to your country or community. And look at you. Have they started this again? Are they going to do
Yes.
that?
I'm going to do it all June. 3 days in June, I get to do that.
That's awesome. Tell them what
Yeah.
that picture is.
That is me leading 800 high school students through various military style calisthenics.
Yeah, which many of them have never really done before and are failing miserably right before your eyes.
But I am many of their first, their introduction to any of this. So I actually take it pretty seriously and try to teach them while I'm up there. It's a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoy it. Been doing it for over 20 years at the academy, and it's a nice day for me.
Can I make one suggestion here?
Of course.
And this is something that might be worth a test.
Okay.
Instead of saying struggling, I help aspiring military, special ops, law enforcement, firefighter candidates to get to through intense tactical selections using my books, ebooks, and online coaching. You will, and I almost want to have that will underlined. I know you can't. You will qualify for service to your twin cherry community.
May make it capitalized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll fix that today.
But I think aspiring would even be better than struggling, because a lot of these guys don't. They're not. I ain't struggling. That's just what I want to do. I ain't struggling. I want to do it. It's almost like you're saying I help the kids in Fat Boy Feed PT. Just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, that's worth a try.
So I will. That's an easy fix.
Cool.
No, I really do enjoy that one sentence.
That thing will change your life. And the cool thing is, once you have got, let's run back over here real quick and then we'll wrap this up. But one of the cool things is that once you've got your avatar done, like here's one for a project I was working on. I help sales professionals who struggle with sales pitches to create the best pitch of your life in 30 minutes or less without fighting with PowerPoint for days, cobbling together another complicated pitch. That's for a project I'm working on with Dan Rome. But I help sales professionals dominate their competitors and create a world-changing pitch literally by just filling in the blanks.
Ooh,
that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send that to Dan. He's gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're the best." So that's awesome. I'm glad I pulled that up. So that's just one of a gajillion wizards that you can access if you have a membership to the Jim Edwards Method, which you all should.
Highly recommend it.
If you don't, you're wrong. So, all right, well, let's wrap this up, Stu. What are your final thoughts? You're the one that started this little powwow on branding and stuff, and we covered a lot of ground. What are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are your brand is you, right? It's your identity. It's you putting out information that is logical, that makes sense to your reader and to your customer base consistently, and you become your brand, or your brand becomes you. I'm not sure how that flows, but
you are the brand.
Yeah, and it does come with time. It does. I think where people go wrong is they try to brand first and not create an identity first.
Yeah, and I think you can do it pretty fast, though. It does take time, but it can happen faster than it does for most people if you understand exactly who your avatar is, you understand exactly the result that they are trying to create, you position yourself as a bridge between them and the result that they want. And your story, your actions, your content, your products, everything you do is totally consistent about understanding them and being seen as the pathway to getting that result. And you can brand yourself pretty dang quickly with the right group of people. Because, you know, if you notice, there are some people who just kind of show up out of nowhere and they dominate pretty quickly. That's because that's what they do. They understand exactly who they're called to serve. They understand exactly the result that they help people get. Everything they do, say, and offer and tell about themselves is couched in that arena. That's, you know, that's how and why. Most people do it by accident. They just get lucky. A few people do it on purpose. So do it on purpose.
Nice.
All right. Awesome. Well, if you would like to be a member of the Jim Edwards Method Premium, you can go to thejimedwardsmethod.com/join Jim. I think that's the link. Is that the link, Susan? She's nodding her head. Yeah, that's the link. And we'll throw that in the comments at some point. And Stu, if people want to get into amazing shape, even if they're not an aspiring military, police, or firefighter candidate, where can they go to get help with their fitness?
They can find it at StuSmithFitness.com.
That's right. And if you're in terrible shape, look under the heading of Fat Boy PT. I'm just kidding.
It's called General Fitness, Jim. General Fitness.
See, this is why I'm not in fitness. I'm not in the fitness category. I would fail. Can you imagine me as a personal trainer? Kicking at somebody going, hey, 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 butt up, butt up. Be bad. Anyway, all right, everybody, appreciate you, and we will see you next time on the Jim and Stu Show.